even login module, they will be successfully added, they will be working, and DB update exception will also be handled, so that in case a user, already existing user, registers again, then a DB update exception takes place. And we inform the user that a user is already registered with this, you must log in. So various scenarios are captured in this module, and we have also added a few models also. So those models we have foreseen on our project, like what is likely to occur in future, and in case some changes are required later on, we will modify the models and modify our database accordingly. So let us now have a look at our NuGet packages. As I have told you that we must have added NuGet packages for our Microsoft Entity Framework Core.SQLite. We have decided to use SQLite because it is simpler, lightweight and easier, but the process for any other database is exactly the same. Mostly it is the connection string that will be varying. Now you will visit this site and add a NuGet package. You can copy this, come to the project, and on the package manager you can write install package, paste this. Your SQLite will get integrated without any other steps. We have already explained this in one of our previous tutorials. You can visit that also. So right now let us open our project to see what changes have been added. So the first thing we added, as you must have seen, was come to your tools, and here NuGet package, package manager console, and here we typed that string which I was showing to you, and we added a reference to our, you can see in dependencies, frameworks and all. So these are all added. As a result of that, all the dependencies got added. So nothing much to be done here except that. Now we have added a few models also in addition, but login info was already there, and this registration info was already there. This you must have seen in step 2. We have already added the email ID in registration and the user type, and in the login info we had the password and remember me. This we have already discussed, but now our addition is doctor profile first. Now this becomes more sophisticated with as we proceed in our project, because after all some functionality has to be there also. So this is our class called doctor profile. There is an ID, primary key, name of the doctor, phone of the doctor, fees charged, and some notes on additional fees. Doctor might say we give discount and all. Clinic area pin, the area clinic, where is city, state and all. Address also. Specialization code, whether he's a dermatologist or heart specialist. Some notes also there. And we have a property for profile picture also. We decided to store it as base64, or if we want to store the photo as a byte array, then we can write byte array. We have commented it out, whichever is easier for you, but we don't expect the profile picture to be very big, so we could have stored it as base64 also. This we will take in the coming chapter, the coming modules. You can have a look at that time. Foreign key into this table comes from the login info table, because the doctor is registered in that table, and the email, doctor email, is the foreign key coming from that table. This login foreign key is login, this one login doctor email. Doctor email is coming from the login table. So let us have at the look at the login table. This is the login table, but this comes from the registration info. So we will have to look at registration info, and this email address, email ID, is a foreign key that comes from the login info table. And then we have also written some indexes also. Clinic area pin, this will be used for searches when a patient searches for a doctors of a particular area. Then specialization code is also indexed. So these properties you can see we have added specialization code and clinic area pin. We might make changes to this model as we proceed, but this is a good starting point for us. Now let us similarly look at the patient profile also. In the patient profile, we have ID for the patient for this table. Login again is a foreign key, and patient email is the email of the patient that comes from this login info table. Name of the patient, phone of the patient, so these are the things. So precisely this is the login info. Login info means the registration info